Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tea Time with Bunky. Going to give people a minute to come on. Give you a minute to come on. I wish I had a song. I feel so lost without a song. But okay. All right, a couple of people in. First, let me thank everybody for all of your support. Thank you for following Tea Time with Bunky. All of my A1s, all of my new followers and subscribers. Um, I want to thank you, let you know I appreciate you. Thank you for telling a friend and tell a friend, sharing, subscribing. Thank you. I appreciate you. Just keep telling a friend, keep telling everybody about TikTok Tea Time with Bunky. Look, the enemy got my mind all messed up right now, y'all. Y'all don't even know. But neither here nor there. Let me remind you all really quick. Elections are coming up November 8th. General elections are coming up. Like I keep saying, know those people behind those posters that you see alongside the roads. I shared it on both pages, my Tea Time with Bunky page and my personal page. Early voting starts this Saturday. Y'all, it's 4 weeks. It's this Saturday. The times are convenient for you, so you have no excuse. Go out there, learn the people that are there to support you because you need to know these people that are local that are making the decisions for you. So that's that for that. Elections coming up November 8th. General elections. Early voting starts Saturday, this Saturday. For people in Sullivan County, it's at the Government Center in Monticello, New York. So starting Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You have a week. Go. Get it done. So today's guest is Miss Shannon Horace-Castellanos. I probably said her name wrong, but she's going to correct me. Without further ado, we're going to welcome the creator of, I'm probably going to say this wrong too, Shay's Custom Creations. Wait, Lord, it's the enemy.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. And you said my name right.
I said it right?
Yes.
I was practicing. I'm like,
no, you did good.
Because I be messing people's name up.
No, you did
not
good.
on purpose. Not on purpose. Not on purpose. Yeah, like I got some stuff going on. Like 5 minutes before the show. Like, what in the world?
I was like, hey.
I was in my own. Woo.
But see, like, that's the first time that I was like ever on time. And I was early too. Cause I'm like, I can't be late for Bunky. So, cause I'll be late to function at my own house. You know what I mean? But I was on time. Bunky was like, oh, hey, girl.
I'm like, yeah, you were early actually. You kind of caught me off guard, So, you are the creator of Shaysha?
Shaysha.
See, I knew I was gonna say something wrong. Shaysha Custom Creation. Well,
Yeah.
before I have you tell people a little bit about yourself, I have a little confession.
Okay.
I when I first started following your page, right? I didn't know who it was. You get these things and I saw a couple of people that liked. I'm like, oh, okay. And I looked on it. I said, oh, what is this? I don't know. And then like I said, I'm gonna tell you something after you introduce yourself. I'm gonna show you something. I had no clue, and that's why I sent you a message. I'm like, wait a minute, is that you?
Yeah, I was like, hey.
Yeah,
I was like,
oh.
hey, Bunky. You was like, oh, you know me? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea. On your page, you don't have a picture.
No,
it's just your product. So I didn't know. So
yeah. And
I
because so I made a logo. So I made the profile picture, the logo that I had made. So that way it would kind of be like something about it. Because when I tried to make the logo, I only could find things like if you put artist, it was just pulling up like a paintbrush or like a paint palette. I'm like, that's not what I mean.
right.
Yeah.
Well, you did a good job because
Thank you.
yeah, you had me stumped. All right. So tell everybody a little bit about you.
All right. Well, I'm Shannon Horace-Castellanos because I'm recently married to Marcio Castellanos. So we got married in May. So that's new. But generally I do taxes. So I'm a tax preparer at P&M Accounting in Monticello. And then I kind of randomly got into doing resin. So then after I randomly got into doing resin, everybody was like, wait, like you made that? Like, wait, no. How did you make that? Like, why did you make that? Like, are you selling that? Where can I get more? So I was just like, y'all playing. Okay, it's cute, but like, is it that nice? Like, and then it's like, wait, it's that nice. Like, I found myself saying to Leash every time, like, I can't believe I made that. She's like, I can't believe you made that. And I'm like, no, for real. And then everyone's like, you gotta sell it. So I said I would try it. And as soon as I put the page up, like I got orders pretty much right away. I was like, oh my God. So I'm
Okay.
really gonna make stuff. Like,
So people hyped you up because you did this
yeah,
initially by accident. Okay.
yeah.
Now, how long before people started seeing it, like Leash and all them? How long were you doing it?
I didn't. Like I literally had a free resin kit that I had got because I craft all the time. And I am like the queen of coupons, right? So I'll be like, if it ain't a sale, it's a fail. So I don't want to buy nothing
Love
full
it.
price. Yeah, I don't care if it's $5. Can I get it for $3.99 though? Like that's my question. So I had a free resin kit. So I'm like, I wanted to not buy people stuff for Christmas.
Mhm.
So I was like, let me try to see if I can make a bunch of stuff because I'll usually be crafting. Shout out to Lindy, my homegirl. We be crafting
Look,
together.
I've been trying. I hope she's watching.
I love her.
Lindy. Been trying to get her on tea time since before tea time started.
No, she's so
Miss
busy.
Kirk.
Mrs. Kirk,
Listen,
she's dope though.
I'm gonna get her.
No,
I'm
you have to.
I'm gonna get her
She's
before her
so dope.
husband. I'm gonna
She
get her
is
before her
just,
husband.
she everything. But I'll
She
call on
is,
her show. Listen,
she does cakes, everything,
everything,
everything. She does everything.
literally everything. And
She
she
does it.
loves the kids, genuinely.
Yeah, they both do.
Yeah,
Her and Shaw.
absolutely.
Yeah, they're
Yes. Shad loves the kids.
shout out to Catch and Wreck.
Right. Chris in the building too.
Yes, Catch and Wreck.
Yes.
Chris, Mr. Catch and Wreck, and DJ Wreck. That's what called DJ Wreck. That's for Shaw. DJ Wreck. Okay.
Wreck Boy
Now,
Shop.
Wreck Boy. See, I don't know. Okay, so this is my mind is on now. What I was gonna say, I was gonna surprise you with something. Look,
Oh. Oh my goodness.
listen. I got 4
What?
of these coasters, right? I got 4 of them.
Wow.
I got them from Randy's baby shower, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were. I just thought they were cute, right? And
Yeah.
then they were free because I love a freebie. I love a. I was like,
Me too.
yeah. Let me take it. I need coasters. Let me take that up. Not knowing that it was from you.
No. At Randy's baby shower, Monique made those.
Monique made these.
Yeah, Monique
like-
made all those. Yeah, she made all the decorations.
Well, I thought it was you.
No.
After the fact, I don't know nothing about. What is a resin kit? No, wait, no, let's not get into that yet. Let's not get into-
I was about to tell you, I'm like,
yeah, let's not get into that. Okay, now, what was your? Yeah, I shared your page. I shared you do these letters. Like, look, I'm doing it. Like, how big are these?
oh yeah. So those letters that I shared on the page, the purple C that I shared most recently, that one you shared for me.
Uh-huh.
That one is a 5.5 inch, but the other
don't
ones
do that. I have no concept of measurement.
nah,
so
but I'm about to show you. So the
Okay,
other ones, they're like a little bigger than my hand. Oh wait, I
okay.
gotta go this way. Yeah.
Okay.
So like a little higher than my hand.
Okay.
Don't mind my band-aid, y'all. I got man hands.
Look, you work.
Right.
Probably
I'll be
doing
with
the
an
resin thing.
X-Acto knife in a hot second.
Look. So I seen like, I mean, people got to go to your page and see this stuff. The trays, like how you got trays and
Yeah.
that ring holder. I'm like, I need to get some rings just to get the ring holder.
Thank you. Thank you.
What is your favorite piece? Like, what is the favorite thing that you did?
So, right, when you wrote me that question, I was like, all right. So, honestly, I don't have a favorite because I name all the pieces. The only pieces I don't name are the ones that are what I call a leftover pour.
You
So,
name them?
yeah, so a leftover pour, like, in the black community, the leftovers get hooked up. They get made new, they get made into a whole other meal you ain't know
Yep.
what it was yesterday. And it's like that in every other community too, but black community specifically. But like, so I'll take the leftover resin and I will turn it into something else other than what I was making at the time. But everything I name because I only make stuff for somebody.
Right. I
So the
mentioned that. Right.
Yeah, so the stuff that I make otherwise is like something maybe I just want to try it out real quick
Hmm.
because I watch a lot of videos. I read, like I do classes. Anybody know me know I like to read first, try it second, and then I'll tell you about it third. So like I got a process. Like, not even a fear of messing up, just like what can I really do with all this? Like how
Hmm.
can it go? But when I first started it, like I said, I had a free resin kit and I just wanted to make nice things for Christmas for people, but
Hmm.
I wanted to make something for Charlotte because like other people I could figure out something to craft, but like,
Charlotte.
yeah, Charlotte White. Shout
Oh,
out to
shout out to
Charlotte White.
Charlotte.
Shout
Okay.
out to Aunt
Okay.
Charlotte. Yeah, so I wanted to make something nice for Charlotte because Charlotte always, like over the years, she always holds everybody down. But Charlotte, she's not necessarily anybody who asks for anything. So I'm like, what would Charlotte appreciate? Because she's never going to tell me what she wants, ever.
Hmm.
So I got to try to figure it out. So when I looked for resin molds to do with the resin I had, I couldn't really find anything. So I tried to think about what was Charlotte like. So that's what made me like, oh, well, Charlotte's in the kitchen. So I just searched kitchen
That
resin molds.
cutting board.
Well, no, for Charlotte, I found
Okay.
the soap dispenser.
I
So
shared that.
yeah, so I
Well, was something
ordered.
like it.
Yeah, that was the last one I had made. I made that for my sister-in-law Lorena, that one. But I made it for Charlotte. So I told my husband, I'm like, I don't know what it's gonna look like. Cause with resin, you don't know how it turned out until you could take it out the mold. And that's
Oh,
at least 24 hours later. So if you messed it up,
that's scary.
you got to wait a whole day to find out and start over. So you got to really have faith in your process. So he was like, well, just see what happens. And when I
Mhm.
took it out the next day, I'm like, oh my God. He was like, oh my God, that's crazy. So my mom comes over because she's supposed to pick it up for Charlotte for me to give it to her for Christmas. So I showed it to her. She was like, this is so nice. This is so nice. All right, where's the thing you made for Charlotte? I'm like, no, I made that for Charlotte. And she was like, no, what'd you like your gift? I'm like, no, I made that. She was like, you made this? I'm like, yeah. She was like, oh, wow. No, yeah. Like, no, this is
Yeah.
crazy. And then Leash came over because I'm like, oh, my mom's gassing it. Then Leash came over. She was like, no, but I want one. I'm like, yeah, but see, that's the thing. You can't do it exactly the same. Like, I could make you one kind of like it. So Leash's bathroom is black and white. So I made her the same soap dispenser,
I
but
saw that.
yeah. So
Okay.
that was the Charlotte. So I named them after who I made it for. So that was the Charlotte and the Leash.
The Charlotte and the leash.
Yeah, for a
Okay.
leash.
Because I'm in my mind, really, I'm sitting here processing. I'm like, okay, now
Yeah.
how does she? Because I don't know nothing about it. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, now is it usable? Is it
Yeah.
hollow to put the soap in it? Like
Yep. So it's literally just like a dispenser you
a
would buy
real
in like
dispenser.
Burlington or TJ Maxx or something. Like it pumps and it's good because actually it's thin enough to pump like water. So you could put hand sanitizer in it. You could put, I wouldn't put lotion because that's too thick to go through, but you could put soap, hand
Okay.
sanitizer, whatever.
All right. Now, what gave you the idea about the trays? Because the one with the gold handles,
Yeah, so
those
everything is
are
for somebody. So that was
okay.
for Auntie Michelle York. So we
Okay.
call her Auntie Mimi, and Landon calls her because he couldn't say Michelle. So he
Uh-huh.
calls her Auntie Mimi Shell. So that's why
It's so
that's what
cute.
that's called. So for
Okay.
Auntie, she's in the house, she can't really move around so much. So like it was like if you're gonna eat in the bed, you're gonna eat in the bed in style, Auntie Mimi. So I made
So
her a
that's a
tray.
big tray.
It's not huge, but it's big enough that
Big
she
enough.
could put a plate on. So the plate is a little more wide than the actual tray, but it's something sturdy and she could put it on her lap. And what's good about the resin that I use is it's good up to 190 degrees. So she won't get burned from that. like nothing. So that's how come I made that.
Good up to 190 degrees. So, okay, wait a minute.
Yeah, so like you could put your teacup on it, whatever. It won't like
Yeah,
melt the
okay,
rest.
yeah. So I don't know if Monique used the same thing because
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely she does.
I put my
So
tea on it
yep,
every
it's
show.
totally fine. It won't warp, nothing like
Mm-mm,
that. But with
nothing.
resin, the only thing you got to be careful about it is leaving it in the sun. So
Okay.
that I learned from trial and error because again, the first resin I used was free. So I didn't select it, didn't research it really, nothing like that. And it wasn't really the best brand. So when I put it out in the sun, then it started like warping a
Okay.
little bit. But now I learned you just let it sit for a couple more days before you even use it. And then rock solid, it's good.
So that means you can put it outside.
Yeah. But
Okay.
then you
Or
still
why
want
would
to
you
be
want to?
mindful, like you don't want to leave it. Well, like for a function, because I made a cupcake tray for my wedding.
Is that on your page?
No.
Okay, so I'm
So,
like, I don't
right.
think I saw that.
So when I first started doing resin, it literally was only for gifts and it wasn't for my own personal gain at all. It was just to do something nice for everybody. So I never took pictures.
Uh-huh.
Only pictures I have that I even posted on Instagram are because I would send it to Leash in a text message conversation. Like, yo, look at this. Like, this came out crazy. Like, I can't believe that. And she's like, no, you're getting amazing. Like, keep going, keep going. What else could you make?
Right.
So I said to Mar, I'm like, I wish I could find, because we were trying to be COVID smart about the wedding. So we already knew we wanted hand sanitizer on every table, multiple spots if we could. And shout out to
Mhm.
Casey because she made all that happen, Casey Unger. And so I said, I wish I could have a hand sanitizer pump like this. He was like, so why can't you make some? I'm like, that is cool. What if I could have like all these decorations in resin? He was like, what do they sell? I'm like, let me look it up and see. Found all these things. I'm like, oh, I'm making tea candles. Oh, I'm making this. I'm making coasters.
And
Like
you don't have pictures of these?
some, but that's why when I first made my post, and I wonder if it got a little lost because I wrote that part at the bottom. I asked anybody who was able to get something from the wedding to take a picture of it and
Mhm.
tag me in it because honestly, genuinely, I never thought it was going to come out to be what it was. Like I never thought it was going to be that nice and like that intricate, which is also just to go off the subject, why it was a situation where I said it was no plus ones, because I literally crafted my whole wedding really like as a gift and a thank you to everybody who supported our relationship over the years. So it
Mhm.
wasn't like, of course it was a party, like, but it was like a thank you moment. So it was like, you don't want to just do that for everybody because at the wedding, we asked everybody to take something from the table home, whether
Oh,
it was flowers, any,
everybody.
any part of the decorations. Please take that home.
Oh, that was planned out. That was
Yeah,
planned
like
out real
it was
good.
specific. And like Kenny came by, I'm like, he was like, oh, you know what I would like? I would like if you did boom, boom, boom. So the next pour I did, that's the Kenny. Like I made these certain coasters. I put his initials in it. But then Kenny didn't get it from the wedding. So it's cool because somebody, if they flip their coaster over from the wedding and they look in the inside rim, it has Kenny's initials on it. But it never went to Kenny. Like, so I made Martita this dope cutting board, but it went to somebody else's house. And like, boom, 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 boom. Like I
Because
made
you know what? There's always those people that go around taking stuff off the table. There's
well, no, you
always
know why? Because instead of taking their stuff first, selfishly, they wanted it to be part of this whole display. So
Mhm.
they let me put it out, and I'm like, they like, oh, take something, okay? So you're gonna take what's there. So people didn't even intentionally take something that was somebody else's. Just
Mhm.
it was such a like lit wedding. Like nobody paid attention until the end of the night. Leisha's like, wait, where's
Wait.
where's my cutting board? But then it was dope because I made a cutting board for Tita and she didn't get it. But then fast forward, I go to her house in Florida. She got a cutting board from the wedding and had it on the wall and gave me a mark and was like, "Can you sign this?"
So is that the cutting board on your page?
Is one of them. But the
Okay.
one that I really made for Martita is on my page too, which is cool because like she still got to see it kinda, but
Uh-huh. But
somebody
she
else
didn't.
got it. Yeah.
So whoever was at their wedding, look at the back of your little gift and see who it really belonged to. Maybe
Right? Like you'll have a nice little initial on there. You can pass
that's
it back.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I couldn't believe, because I literally, like I said, I thought everybody was just gassing it. Like, oh,
No, that
do
stuff is
something.
nice.
And I was like, wow. And then people really were messaging me. So they're like, won't you get an Etsy shop, or, do something like that? But I won't. I'm not saying I never will, but I won't for a very long time, because like I said, everything I make is named after the person I make it for. So I don't generally just like make a bunch of stuff and put it as inventory and sell it. Like,
Right.
I'm making a piece for, like, if I make it,
Personalized.
it's called the Bunky, and I gave Bunky a piece of Shannon when I gave it to you, so it's not to be mass produced.
Okay.
But
Well,
I
when you
will.
make a Bunky, make sure it's purple
It's
in it.
purple,
Okay.
right? Shout
All
out
right.
to Landon's birthday twin. People don't know that. Well, you're actually the birthday triplet, because it's you, Dion, and Landon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Dion always, she's a year older than me. We
yeah,
always happy birthday. That's right.
yep,
Because I said I'll never forget his birthday because he was born on my day. Shout
yeah,
out to us, July 14th babies.
yes.
Okay.
And you
So,
came to see him too and bought him his Bible. Thank you.
yes. Yes, gotta give them the word while they're young. Gotta give it to them.
Yes.
Look, no, your stuff, nobody was hyping you as you see now. Your stuff is amazing.
Thank
And
you.
people need to go to your do I got it down there? Yeah. It's on the bottom. Go to her page. Do you have a website?
So I don't have a website because, again, I don't have inventory. And then I don't want to make a website because I could show you a picture of what I made for Charlotte, what I made for Leash, but you're not going to get that. So if you click that image and you say, oh, I want to order that, I
Mm,
literally physically cannot make you the same thing. I'm not going to have the same proportion of colors. I can have a mixed ratio, but I'm not going to lay it the same. If theirs was silver, yours got to be gold. Like,
mm,
it's yours. So I don't put it on the website, because then they're mass produced because that's what you're used to. And it's
mhm,
not bad because I'm the same shopper. So I'll go
mhm.
to TJ Maxx, I'll go to Marshalls, I'll go to Burlington, you go to wherever you want to go, IKEA, anywhere, you'll find a bunch of
Wherever there's a
an item.
discount. Yeah.
Yeah, I make one item. So, like, if you want something from me, like I told my family members, because they didn't even know why I was asking, but it's cool because since we're family, they all answered the question. I just text them randomly like a creep. Hey, send me a picture of your dining room real quick. Send me a picture of your bathroom. What does your living room look like right now? And they'll send me, but really, I just want to know the color pattern.
Mhm.
And then I made their gift and then gave them that item.
That's really, really cool.
Yeah, but it's funny because, like, if I ask my regular customer, they're gonna be like, okay, but like,
Be like, oh, she's a stalker. Creep.
why? Yeah, but I need to fill you out because I'm trying to
Right.
make something that, like, you're drawn,
Personalize it.
you can
Right.
use. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of molds of things that I'm going to make to be mass produced that you can just buy. So,
Okay.
like, I have a lot of, I don't really want to say specifically, but like, I'll
Okay.
tell you my first release, because then I'll get off on a tangent. But my first release, at least, is games.
It's
Because,
okay. Games.
yeah, at the wedding.
Speaking of, you know what? Look, I don't
What?
mean to cut you off, but
No, go ahead.
I saw on YouTube. I don't even know why it popped up. Probably because I was looking up resin stuff. Well, I wasn't looking it up. I just resin and it popped up.
Yeah.
Somebody made these the person's story sounded like yours, like people this person would make things they didn't realize it was as good as it was. They thought people was hyping them up. But somebody said to them, if you're so good, you're as good as you say you are, make this. Don't they sound like how they
Ooh.
tempted the Lord? Yeah, but anyway, not comparing it to the Lord, but I'm just saying that's kind of crazy. Wanted her to make dominoes for his friend, and the colors were purple, gold, and some other color. I forgot. The purple and gold stood out. She did those dominoes and she put bling in the number things, right?
That's literally what I have.
And the box, and the dominoes box.
Yep. In the slider box that you can put the dominoes
I
into.
don't know nothing about. I didn't know there was a domino box because I just saw
Yeah.
it on it. Yo, that
Me
was
neither, till I saw it on the
crazy.
mold. I've always seen dominoes come in a box, but I'm like, oh, so wait, y'all got a whole, like, it's like Scrabble, like,
It's
they
a
got the extra
thing.
little piece. Yeah, they got the little, oh, y'all sophisticated. So, and it's crazy because actually, like how we're going back with Monique making this stuff for the baby shower, I show Monique, like, yo, this girl out here in this other country, she's selling sets of resin dominoes online.
And put the names on the back with that
Oh,
critter.
that's dope. Oh,
That
yeah.
thing,
You
yeah,
can do
had
that.
the names on the back of each
Yeah,
each
I'm writing this
domino.
down. Bunky
Yeah,
stuck. I'm
yeah,
on pen.
Yeah, it was on the back of each domino, the person's name, the kid. I was like, she used a cricket. She used a
That's what,
cricket.
yes, because
Yes.
it's so easy. You can make a label so fast.
So there you look at that.
Look, Bunky, I wrote that down. I'm like, oh, and they on the
Uh,
box. Because you know why? So I won't put it on each domino because they do that already. And that's another thing about my resin stuff. Like I researched for so long before I even tried the free kit because I didn't want to work so hard just to find out later on that I was a copycat the whole time. Didn't even know it. Like, I done ripped somebody off somewhere. Thought I made somebody something cool. Like, so I literally looked to see what people were not doing.
uh-huh.
And so, like, a lot of people, they'll be like, no, people put flowers in resin, people put gold leaf in resin, but not even to be like, I'm over here, but they don't do it how I do it. So I was
Okay.
talking, well, because I was talking on the internet and
Uh-huh.
me and these resin girls, and it was weird to me because I'm like, why do y'all follow me? I follow y'all. But like
Look
they're
at
popping,
that.
you know what I mean? Like they're popping, in my opinion, and it's like, little old me, why are y'all following me? I don't even have that many posts. I don't make reels at all. Like, this first time I'm doing like a live thing,
Well, thank you. Thank you.
but it's cool because I'm talking to you. So it's not like I have the whole audience and I have to like, do a whole bunch of things. So also you guys, because I see it kind of smaller on the bottom. So I will write anybody back who's writing me after we
Yeah,
log off.
after the show. Right.
Yeah. But so they're writing me back and tell me things, but it was cool because I said to them,
Like that.
we all could have the same exact supplies, but we would not make the same thing. It
Mhm.
cannot come out the same. Even if I saw what she did or she did and I tried to replicate it, I'm still going to lay it differently because my hand is different. My flow is different. The way I see colors is different. So you could have all the same color palette, all the same supplies, all the same material to put it on, and it's just going to be different. So I
Well,
don't,
I'm curious.
yeah. So it's
I'm gonna
really
have to
cool
come
to
watch
me.
you make this one day.
Yeah, it's cool to me in that way. And also, shout out to Jasmine Cologne. She does a lot of, well, Jasmine Hall, let's be clear, because that's her married name. So she does beautiful paint pours and she does some resin trays and things like that, but on a whole other dimension than what I pour in.
What's a
So
paint pour?
so like if you pour paints onto a canvas and like you blow them and you shift them around and kind of make like these cool paintings. So a lot of people just will do a paint pour. Like I've tried to do paint pours, but then on top of that, she's making a beautiful painting with that whole beautiful paint pour just as her background. And then she puts all that onto trays. So I'm like, oh, that'll be so cool if we collaborated. And so she said the same thing to me. So soon we will do a project where she'll start it, I'll finish it, or vice versa. And that'll be cool. Because again, even with the same supplies, we're not going to make the same thing. So it'll be
Right.
cool to see how we match that up.
Well, you have to do a reel or reels showing
Yeah.
how, because I see it all the time. People showing when they're making their product, when they're starting it or whatever,
Yeah.
and then yeah, that would be crazy because I really want to see how this is done.
So I can do reels like if I do stills, but if I hold the camera, my hands be like this.
No, get something.
So I gotta buy that thing that'll hold it. But like even when I'm painting, like if you watch me paint fine line, like I have it recorded, but I don't share it because I'll be like this, but I bet you I'll get it right at the spot. Like, you know what I mean? But my hands be shaky. Shout out to me being a waitress for a mad long time when I was young.
You were a waitress?
Mm-hmm. For years. So that's where I believe like my hand tension comes from and like doing all that because I used to carry so much weight on my
Uh-huh.
hand. And
Well,
I
you can't tell by looking at your work that your hands are shaking,
what Bunky? This thing, actually, Jason said he was gonna help me make videos, but then Jason tell everybody he tried to charge me. I was like,
No,
Jason,
he didn't.
I was like,
No,
I'm not
no.
even making money, Jason, but I am. Shout out to everyone because I really am making money. Like from my first couple sales, I was already at a profit, and I was like, this is great because I had a lot of stuff left over from the wedding.
Mhm.
So all I was really rebuying was resin because I had a lot of the embellishments and everything left over. But yeah, Jason, I ain't gonna say a middle name on the phone call, but
Well, look, at least he offered to help you.
Nah, he did. But then he was like, nah, for real, Shay, I'm dead serious. Like, I'm not gonna charge you. But he was like, yeah, I will help you. I'm like, right. So I'm waiting.
Wait, help you do what? What exactly is Jason supposed
So
to be doing?
he could record a video for me.
Yes, yeah. Well, he could.
Because I cannot, Bunky, like I told you, I cannot hold the phone. I
No,
cannot.
you can't. Get a stand.
Well, they have them, but then even when I'm doing it, like if I'm doing my little swift movements, like I'm good. But if I'm painting like my letters or numbers and something like that, you gonna catch a little Shake City,
Well, if you're, you can record and cut and clip them.
Yeah, like, well, they could, like, Jason is cool, so he know how to like speed that up. Like,
you know what? But yet he won't help me. We're gonna throw that all the way out there. Sick of this mess.
they see you about to get beat at the end.
It's like, come on now. I'd be like, Jason, I need help with this because I have nobody.
He has a good eye, though.
Yeah, he does. But you know what? But he know I'm paying him no mind. That's what I'm thinking. Shoot. I am done with that.
Yeah, but good.
Oh God. So okay, so you were a waitress?
Yeah, I used to be a waitress for a long time.
You did the resin?
Well, a fake long time, yeah.
You said
when you're young, you think it was forever, but really
yes,
it was like 3 years.
15 minutes.
Yeah, I think I did that forever though.
I did it for my whole life.
Right, my whole life.
My whole life.
Like you did that for 3 summers, Shannon. Okay, well,
3 summers. It wasn't even a whole year. That's not even a year.
No. I did it for like during the year too, but no, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I just funny, Bunky. I just always gotta have a joke.
Okay. Now, what you also do is those taxes.
Oh yeah, that's my real job.
Yeah. Oh, how did you get into taxes?
On accident, just like the resin.
You've been doing that. Now that you've been doing for a long time.
Yes. So that I've been doing over 15 years, which is funny because you get used to saying like, oh, wow, I've been doing this for 15 years. Wow, that's amazing. And then it's like, all right, but you've been doing this for 15 years, but that was like 2 years ago. That was 3 years ago. And then you don't add to it. So now I just be like over 15 years.
Uh-huh.
But my cousin Anthony Whitby, shout out A&S Tax Service.
That's my cousin too.
Right?
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, so he literally called me one day and he was like, hey, what you doing? And I was like, nothing. And I used to be working, but I was sick at the time. And he was like, what are you doing? I'm like, not much. I'm like, I can't really work right now. My doctor said I only could have a sit down job. It got to be stress free. He was like, oh, well, I got a job for you. So my job was looking for customer service. So he was working at P&M at the time. Shout out to him.
I remember that.
Now he has A&S Tax Service. He's doing his own thing. He's doing great. And actually, he hit me up. So he also has Airbnbs. Check him out for that.
And did he do cars too at one point?
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. He has
jack of all trades.
He's just
always had crazy cars.
The car getting detailed. I was like, ooh. I would be scared to be in the passenger seat, but it's a nice car. But yeah, he had actually contacted me to make something for his Airbnb. And it's crazy because without knowing how I operate for my business, he asked me, can I come to the Airbnb to see it, to fill it out, to see what I would even like.
What's up, right?
Yeah, so I'm like, wow, you gave me creative freedom, like off the rip, like that's awesome. And you're my family and you want to pay. Like,
right.
So yeah, it's really good. But he called me and was like, yeah, my job is looking for customer service. So I went there, filled out the app. I didn't think I was just like going to get the job, but like Peter hired me. So I was like,
I remember Peter.
Oh, cool. Uh-huh. I got the job. So I go to orientation. Then I'm doing my job for like 2 days. And this lady, her refund changed. And she was like, well, you're calling me to tell me it changed, but like, why did it change?
Did like go up or go down?
Yeah, it went down.
Oh snap! That's not a call.
Yeah, and I was scared. It was my second day, and I was like, "Well, okay, so actually, I'm not sure, but I got a report. That's what it told me, etc." She was like, "I don't want to hear that. You need to find my money."
I don't. Right.
So I hung up with her. I called my boyfriend at the time. I said, hey, you know this nice new job I just got? He was like, yeah. I'm like, I'm about to lose it. He was like, why? I'm like, because I got to tell my boss that I don't know how to do the job that he hired me for.
I mean, how do you tell somebody?
I don't even know what this is. So I go in there and I'm like, yeah, I can't tell her anything about her taxes because I don't even know what taxes are. Now, mind you, like I said, I was just a young waitress. I had worked at Dunkin' Donuts. That was my work exposure. Little babysitting. That's it. Camp counselor, kid jobs.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about anybody's 1040, and I really shouldn't be the one on the phone calling her and telling her she's losing
No,
her money.
you really shouldn't.
Right?
No.
So
No.
he was like, "So what do you want to do about it?" I'm like, didn't think he was gonna ask me. I thought he was just gonna tell me to go home. So I was like, "Well, I mean, is there any way I could learn how to read a 1040 or something like that?" He's like, "Well, the guys are in the middle of doing their classes for it. If you want to try to learn, see if you pass the test, and then we'll see what happens." I'm like, "All right, cool." So
Well,
now
you're
my whole,
mad smart. Of course you're gonna pass the test.
but now I was fake nervous, so I'm like, "Oh God."
It's fake.
So I went in there and I did it, and he was like, "So you can't do it, huh?" I was like, "Well, no, it says I'm done." He was like, "You're done?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "The guy's been over there doing the test for mad long." So it was a couple guys that still wasn't done. He's like, "Listen, if you could tutor them in some way, get them to understand what's happening, I'll give you extra money." So I'm like, "Wow, this is great." But that's literally how I learned how to do taxes because I was never a tax preparer. But I can't call anybody else's house and tell them where their money went if I don't know why it went somewhere.
So
And
what
then
happened?
yeah.
How
So
did you
then
tell her?
eventually when I call customers like, "Hey, we got a problem, but I'm gonna fix it." They're like, "Well, if you could fix it, why can't you just do my taxes?"
No, wait. Let's rewind this. I still want
Oh
to know what
yes.
happened with the lady
Oh,
that you
so
told
with
her
the
her tax.
lady, come to find out, one of the guys made a mistake and they put the wrong year of birth, right? So only if you get certain kind of credits will the year of birth actually kick out of the system. IRS has a lot of systems in place, but they don't run smoothly as we all know. Okay.
Yeah, over this
Shout
year.
out to Uncle Joe
Last
Biden,
year.
right? Okay.
Last year was
Baby,
ridiculous. They took all my money. I was like,
what, Bunky?
well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we gonna get to that. But yeah, so come to find out they put the wrong year, so it made it look like on her paperwork she was getting this money, but the whole time she really was not.
Now,
So
wow.
then now when I figure it out, now it's really a problem. But I told her and I'm like, I don't know, like I'll talk to my boss, I'll see if there's anything he could do because I don't know. I'm naive Shannon, like he can make this money come back. Like you know what I mean? Like
Right.
no, we can't.
Yeah.
What? So she really lost that? She's telling me what bill she planned on paying, how much she had to pay in rent, her lights, all that. Broke my heart. I was at home sick about it. Like, what do we do? Like, something's got to happen here. So, in a weird way, so I learned first how not to do taxes.
Mhm.
So, like, I'm not saying I don't make mistakes, but I try to take extra care and concern with every single return to make sure I don't make those same mistakes
Mhm.
because it's really somebody's whole life. Like you take your whole year and you bring it to me.
Right.
You trust me to put it all together in a half an hour.
I'll be doing that this year.
You know what I mean? Thank you
Yeah.
for that.
Cause yeah. After last year when I was like, I
But what?
wasn't getting much back, but they took all of that and I still owe $50. I'm like, what?
Right. And it's like, so with me, like, even if that really is your scenario, my job is to tell you why that's your scenario and how you can
Uh-huh.
do better. And I'm going to give you all the information so you can change it if you want to, or if not, worst case scenario, you know your bottom line. So I'm never going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you do it anywhere else or you do it yourself or if somebody else in my office did it, you can bring it to me anytime. I'll look at it for free. So even if you get a letter and I didn't do your taxes, you could bring it to me. I'm going to look at it for free. Look at it. That's free. If I do something,
No,
then
I need you
I have
to
to charge you.
do my taxes. I want
Yeah,
you
no,
to
but I mean,
do
like,
this.
if they were already done. So
Right.
if you want to bring it, some commercials up like, oh, pay $50. But we look at it for free. Like, I'll always look at anything, any letter. If you just need some advice, like, hey, my
Mhm.
withholdings is like, ba, ba, ba. If you want me to actually do something, give you real information, then I would charge you only because of the form that I put it on. But if
Mhm.
I'm talking to you just off the cuff, you need advice, like my customers can call me all the time. Anybody off the street comes to me with a letter, I will help you out. It's free.
No, yeah,
People
that's
like you owe me for my time. It took you 30 seconds just to tell somebody what to do. Now, if beyond me telling you what to do, if you want me to help you, oh, I'm charging you.
uh, well,
Yeah, I'm charging you.
that's why you're blessed because kind-hearted.
Thank you.
You look out for people.
No, I do.
So that's it's your karma coming back.
But that's why my boss be like, I'm the best, worst preparer. He'd be like, you do so good, blah, blah, blah. But you give so many discounts. I'm like, I know. I'm sorry about that.
Well,
But I'd rather do 15 more tax returns on a Sunday while I'm off and it's my only day off during tax season than overcharge somebody one time. So my thing that I tell people about taxes is I do every single tax return like it's my mom's, like it's Stacy Buckner's tax return. I don't play. I don't play with Stacy. And I'm only calling you Stacy because I'm talking about you in
right,
for
because
the person
yeah,
keeping
because you
up.
know better
My
in
mom,
person. She may
my mom,
slap you
right?
backwards.
Reach into the my mom.
You're a
But no,
twin. You look just
yeah,
like
I
her.
do all the taxes like they're Stacy's taxes. Just make
Mhm.
sure, like
So
But
I'm coming to you on a Sunday.
right, you come to me on a Sunday, Bunky.
All
And
right.
eat something too.
And you're gonna show me how to make this resin stuff.
Yeah, I will too.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be on FaceTime like with Leash. But you want to know what's crazy? So, in a weird way, I'm on Snapchat. I'm not like, let's say, active on Snapchat ever, right? I thought I was so cool on Snapchat because I had like 36 friends. Leash is like, oh, you're
I'm
just
like, you don't do any, I don't never get anything that says you posted anything. Now, at
no,
least every day, first
right.
thing in the morning, there's a snap, there's a move. So I was like, here
But
she go.
so I don't think I have you on Snapchat. No, I don't think so. Because if you go
Okay.
on my Snapchat, that's where I will post my stuff. So I don't even necessarily post reels, but I will post a picture of what I'm working on or what I just made.
Okay.
Because if you look on my Instagram, on my Facebook, so again, I didn't take any pictures really of the stuff I made past the first like 10 things for the wedding. So I don't even have pictures of all those things. And I mean, it was like boxes of decorations, like I bought it at Michael's or something, but really I made all this stuff. So I don't have pictures. Like Aunt Teresa just gave me some stuff back, and that was really cool. But I
Lindy said she has a lot. I don't know if you saw that. She said she has a
need,
lot of pictures. Lindy
oh
says
yeah,
she has a lot of pictures of stuff and she'll send it to you.
oh yeah, that's what I need.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you said. So that's what
Yeah, I need everybody to be like, because my mother-in-law, she posted one, and I meant to go back on there and take it and save it and put it on my page. But also, too, I'm kind of learning how to run my page. So before we had a page for Smokers Lounge Radio. I don't know if people remember that. It was the only
I
little
remember that.
show up out here.
I
Right.
remember that.
Throw that in there real quick. But so it was dope because we had a lot of exposure being on the internet.
Mhm.
So, but if I can be honest, we didn't get to manage that. Like it was cool because like, oh, they have people who take care of like Twitter and stuff. To this day, I got about 900 followers on Twitter. I ain't post nothing but Coco in like the past 10 years.
Coco. That's the most spoilest dog that
What? Coco's
Coco.
the baby. That's the baby.
Coco.
But
Yeah,
I don't know
Coco.
how to really promote my page. So I think that, oh, matter of fact, I know what happened. Shout out to Catch and Wreck. I was on Facebook and Chris had shared their Catch and Wreck post.
Uh-huh.
And then when I made my page, Shaysha's Custom Creations, it let me follow them again.
Uh-huh.
So on my feed, on Shannon Horace feed, it doesn't let me like see that content right away. On Shaysha's Custom Creations, I don't follow that many people. So their stuff always pops up. And then I saw like they shared it. And I'm like, oh, wait. So like I could share my own stuff. That's how I started sharing it to my main page. Cause like I didn't realize I could do that.
Wait a minute.
Like, you know how when you put it on Tea Time with Bunky and you share it on your real Facebook?
No, you know what? No, because I don't do it like that because I didn't know you can do that. What I do is I'll put it on Tea Time, cut what I wrote, paste it on my regular page, or sometimes I'll put it on my regular page and then I can share it with Tea Time. But it seemed like Tea Time I can only share with groups. And I've never, you want to hear something
Maybe
crazy? I got to do better. Now that you said that, I never share Tea Time with all the groups that I'm following because I'm like, I don't want to bother them. They're not gonna like my stuff. You don't forget
worst
that.
case
I'm
scenario.
sharing. They'll just unfollow me.
No,
That's
but
so-
for real, like worst case scenario,
yeah,
they just won't follow it.
yeah. I never share
Yeah, me
Tea
neither.
Time with Bunky, but I'm
Yep.
gonna start dog it. Yes.
No, for real. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for
You
that.
go on there, you hit share, and then it'll trip you out because when you go to share, it's gonna say share with Tea Time with Bunky, but you just click that and you put it on your own page, and then it will let you share that to your page. Shout out to Chris because I was like, ooh, I'm doing that.
Because they help me out a lot.
No, they help everyone.
Yeah, they help me. Yeah,
they're
I mean,
very
like
supportive.
They
really do help people reach everything conceivable. So I just want to put that out there. That's
that's what the REC stands for, everybody. Because at first I was like, what is it? Reaching everything conceivable. And there's a bunch of different catch and wreck things going on. So when you can't just follow one catch and wreck thing, you got the rec motivations, they got their own pages.
Speaking of rec motivations, let me tell you one day when Shad politely had me and Lindy sitting there like, pow, wow, you just hit us with some knowledge. So he was like, you know why y'all wouldn't be in business? And we like, why? He like, because you can't even tell me what you would charge. You don't even think you should be paid. You don't believe you. And we looked at each other like, you know what? Because again, we're both crafting, we're both doing these things, and it's like, yo, no, Lindy, that's dope. Like, please sell that when you're ready.
Yeah, she sent me stuff, and I was
but then Lindy doesn't believe that about Lindy.
She's amazing.
Right. But to Lindy be like, I'm all right. You know, like you'll really ask me right now, and I'll be like, I'm okay. I didn't believe I was more than okay until I started searching what other people do that do what I do. Because again, I don't want to do, if somebody got a niche that they only do this, mine got to be a little different. So like people do dry flowers all the time, but they don't do a glitter front face. So I'll do a thin amount of scarce glitter in it. I will add something a little different just to make it's mine. It's yours.
Did you post this glitter front? Because see, unless you post it, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like,
so it's on there. So if you look at the block letters, if you look at them kind of from the side, you don't really see it because you'll just see the clear with the flowers. But if you look at it from the front of it, it has glitter.
Okay.
So most people will just do a full clear, or maybe they'll do like a gold rim, or maybe they'll do a little gold leaf. I always got to do it some kind of how a little different.
Let me detail. I wanted to know where you were where you located. You can go to her page. I'm gonna put it back down here.
Oh yeah, so you could go on my Instagram is at Shaysha's Customs, and then so Shaysha's Custom Creations on Facebook too. But you could message me, or you could add me on Facebook, Shannon Horace, and you could message me on there too. Because again, I don't have inventory on my page. That'll more be
personalized
within the next couple months, because I do have, because when I have a lot of orders, I don't have time to just go make this other thing real quick.
Because you also have a baby boy. You also have a young mother.
Landon Maximus, so everybody knows that's my real job. That's my first husband, Landon Maximus. He calls the shots.
Yeah, he is the cutest little thing in the world. He is so gorgeous.
I tried to talk to Bunky earlier. He stole the whole phone call. I'm like, all right. Simmer down. I want to show Bunky that he has two eyebrows.
Yes.
He said, got another one. So funny. But so I let people message me to put an order in. Because again, another reason why you can't just go on the internet and click an order, because if you click an order and be like, I want that pink ashtray, my mind is going to be like, what kind of pink? Soft pink, hard pink, glitter? You want clear in it? You want white in it? You want flowers in it? You want me to hook it up?
Look, I'm getting a headache.
I need to know you real fast. We're now dating, so the date has.
We're now dating.
Yeah,
I'm becoming your stalker.
We're dating. So I need to know a little bit about you. How am I making this for you?
But that's cool. That's really cool, because you can't. See, you know me, so you know what I like. So it's like, for somebody that doesn't know me, they couldn't do something personalized.
Yes, and then even after you order it from me, I'm not leaving you in the dark, because again, I read first, try it second, tell you about it third. I was on the Etsy shop and they was roasting them girls. And I'm like, yo, because they'll be like, oh, she threw these big old butterflies in here. She didn't ask that. I hate butterflies. And then she had the nerve to make it black. But I can't be doing that. So I learned first. Whatever I'm thinking, I will ask my customer, and Bunky, I'll send you a picture of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
by what I'm thinking, I don't mean the product, just my color palette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? But then there's some people's gonna be like, "What? I still don't understand." That's me. I was like, "What? I don't. It don't look like that to me."
Right. So
But
I'm
you know,
like, I will send you a picture, like I showed Bunky a picture of my sweater. I'm like, do you see this color?
it's still,
Yes.
yeah, it's
But then when I show you the color on the computer, you can't see it. So
right.
what I do when I take pictures, I don't take them, excuse me, with my regular camera. I go on Snapchat and take the picture with that camera, and then I use that photo. Some reason Snapchat just makes it a little clearer. It makes the color more specific, and you
Mhm.
can see better exactly what color that I have. But again, I don't post a lot of things because I'm only posting it once the customer saw it. So if I didn't deliver it yet and they didn't see pictures of it either by text, some
Mhm.
people want to wait until they actually see it. Then those things you won't see a picture of until like 2 months from now, whenever I get to see them again.
Okay, but you gotta have examples. So you gotta post the
Yeah.
pictures because, like,
No,
I'm
I
looking.
have. So if you go on my Instagram and then you go on my Facebook page, Shaysha's Custom Creations, on there you can see everything that I like,
Oh
not
yeah,
everything I have, but what
but
I made so far.
right, and it's like someone said, I'm like, well, what? Let me ask you because I was wondering what this was. I was
Okay.
curious. You have something that's like a leaf. It's a leaf.
Oh, I have it. Oh,
I'm
it's
like, I'm
downstairs.
like, what is that? What is that?
So I have the mold right here. I will show you. So it's literally just a little tray.
So it's a tray to throw things in.
Yeah, little cachet. Like, so you can put your keys in it if you want. Like, you could
Oh,
put
that's a
whatever.
good idea.
Yeah, you could. That's why I tell people you can use it for anything. So, say you're a person, you have a lot of little soaps. You could put little soaps on it. If you
Little
want to put
soaps. People
little
still do that,
candy, yeah. If you want to put, well, let me tell you. So, my cousin,
like the
he makes
rosettes.
amazing products, and he has nice soaps and things like that. And he sent it to me for free for buying something from him. Actually, I have it right here. I will talk about it at the end if we have time.
Yeah,
But
you're gonna have. Well, I don't know.
yeah, I will link it. But I made a little resin bathtub just to put his soaps in because they were so freaking nice.
Is that on your page?
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, I gotta go. But I didn't know
Literally.
people did little soaps anymore.
Oh my God. And they're so amazing. They're organic. Yeah, go check my page, Shaysha's
Wait, so you
Customization.
actually use them? They're not just for
Yeah.
decoration? Oh,
No, they're so nice. You want it to be a decoration, but it's like, dang, I gotta try it though. Mm, I gotta open it. You can't leave it, but you
okay.
need to buy another one. So shout out to whoever buys from him because you gotta buy two.
Who is
One,
him?
my
Just let
cousin
me.
Corey, right? So if you go on, so he has one page and it's called Koji Creative, Cogi Creative. That's where he makes all of his amazing products,
Okay.
sugar scrubs, lip gloss, lotions, soaps, everything. And
Okay.
it's crazy because we're in two totally different parts of New York, but we work with the same materials, but with a different medium. So
Okay.
he uses kind of the same powders and colorants that I use for my resin, but he uses it for soaps. He uses like, hypoallergenic ones. Like I could just use any one if I want because it's resin. He uses everything that's like safe for your body. It's amazing. Everything's organic. It's all natural.
Uh,
So he has another business and that's called Patty's Curated Boutique. So in this page, you can follow it also. You will find handbags, earrings, bracelets, like Chanel. It's vintage, it's dope, it's new, it's everything. So he happened to have a Coach bag on his page that I needed because it was the cousin to the bag that I already had.
you needed that bag.
Right. So I
You
messaged him like, wait. Kid, before you, I know you posted it. I'm usually a little late on post. He was like, oh, you got it if you want. Please send it to me. Matter of fact, hold on, let me get it.
She needed that bag. If
No,
y'all know Shay,
look at this book bag.
oh, it's a book.
Yeah, but you see the tag on it, like it's brand new. So when you buy from him, he's not giving you something that he had or he wore or anything like that. Like it's new.
Oh,
And he's selling it to you for the low low.
okay.
Shout
Well,
out to him.
yeah,
So when he sent
I
me
don't know.
that book bag that I ordered and he ships and it came so fast. And he didn't upcharge me for shipping it to me. So that's another bonus to the customer. He's not charging you for all the extra output. But that's a family discount. So don't get used to it. Might not be the case for you, but I'm telling you, that's how it went for me. So expect to pay full price plus a little extra plus tax. I just want to throw that out there.
Just got
To be clear. But he gave
make it clear.
I just want to be clear with the T at the end, like Medea, clear on that.
Clear.
So he gave me free soaps and the sugar scrubs and stuff. And it was just so nice and so thoughtful because like I was happy just to get what I was getting for the price because I know how much it costs from Coach. Like that's a Coach book bag.
But see, I don't buy stuff like that.
Bunky, you should.
No.
Listen, Bunky, at least just one. Anyways, Bunky, I know. I'm going to make you a handbag. That's what I'm going
to do. Okay.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, the way I'm set up, it just don't work. I don't look, long as it match, I don't.
I'm feeling something good for you in the universe. So we're going
to
make this happen.
Make it.
Yes. We're gonna, and also, so anyways, for you having me on your show, I was like, I have to give Bunky something because you had the coaster in the beginning. So I'm like, I'll make you, because you have a square one. So I'll make you a big round coaster for your teacup too. So then that way you could have something from me on your show.
And it's going to be right here. And I'm going to thank you, Shay.
Right.
Well, that's not why I had you on to get a free coaster. But I
was actually surprised when you had me on here because I was like, me? You want to talk to me?
No, your stuff is fabulous.
Yeah, but like again, like I was telling you, I still really don't believe. Like now I do, like I do now. But like at that point when you asked me, I'm like, wow, like even Bunky wants to ask me about it. Like that's really cool. Like, yeah.
Well, thank you.
So I was surprised.
I don't know why. I think you're great. And
yeah,
you know
but
what?
Also, not even to cut you off, Kenny had also offered me like if I have surplus things to like he's like, you can put them in the barbershop. You can leave it there. If people see it, they will get it out. So I told Leash, so I don't get so overwhelmed because again, I do have a lot of molds because I'm more of like, I bought a bunch of things that I could use at my wedding. And then those are things that I have right now. And then just some other stuff I found along the way because it was cute or I liked it or y'all, it was free. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to figure out how to use it and we're going to make it work. But I am going to be putting out more things that I could make that doesn't belong to somebody that you could say, I want to buy. But to be honest, my incentive for not doing that is because so far, whenever I've posted something and then I say that this thing is for sale, 3 people will like it. But it'll say 498 looked at it. So in my mind, I'm like, did 495 hate it? Or, you know what I mean? But that does you when you're an artist because really, like I said, it's a piece of me in each thing. So I'm like, dang, I put myself out there and y'all ain't even like
I'm taking this thing personal.
Right, I'm gonna delete the post. So I send stuff to my sister before I post it to the public.
Yeah, no. Oh, okay. No.
Yeah. I got to send it to management. Alicia is management.
Alicia's. That's rough. Alicia don't be playing. No, your stuff is good. Your stuff is amazing. And look, Shay, we got 2 minutes.
I did it, y'all. I was nervous.
No, you were supposed to have 5 minutes to talk about whatever you want. So I'm going to give you the last.
Okay. So I make jokes. So I'm going to just tell them what I told you because when Bunky had me make that promo, y'all, I recorded it 38 times.
I don't understand why. It's supposed to be like 10 seconds long.
I was like, hey, okay, no, too heavy. Hi, everyone. No, too soft. And I'm like, okay, so yeah, tune into Tea Time with Bunky. Then I'm like, wait, who are you? Why should we tune in? Okay, restart it over. Okay. So I'm Shannon. Who's Shannon? Then I'm like, it's Shannon Horace. You're married now. What are you doing? Like, it's Shannon Horace-Castellanos. Thank you. Catch you.
That's why it took so long for me to get it. I'm like, what is going on?
Okay, that's like, where's the video? I'm like, Okay, so here's the truth. I recorded it 70 times, but I'm gonna go through, edit one down. Cause even on the one I posted, if I put the full thing after it, I was like, trying to- that's why I need Jason's help. Jason, help me.
He ain't even watch it.
He ain't.
Might be. I don't
Oh,
know.
I almost cursed on your show. I'm gonna behave.
Okay.
But I thank you so much for having me on here.
I thank you. This was great. I enjoyed
Thank you.
every minute of this.
No, I had so much fun talking to you.
Told you it'd be easier talking to me.
You did. I was scared. I'm like, I'm going to be talking to the president on Thursday at 7 p.m. I
can't. Listen. Look, all right. Look, we can end this, but I want you to hold on 1 second because I gotta tell you something.
Now I'm gonna stay on in the green room because Bunky got a green room, y'all. Just so you don't know, if you're not on, Bunky got a whole green room back here, and it's very dope. Her platform, I was excited. I felt like I was on Oprah. I was like, it's green room.
Look, you gotta stop gassing me up. I'm over.
No, I was happy.
Look, everybody, I want to thank you for tuning in and commenting and interacting with us.
Yes,
on this Tea Time with Bunky. Go back, go to Shaysha Custom Creations on Facebook. Look at her work. Like she said, you're not going to get the exact same thing, but just go on and see what she's working with. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Follow her, subscribe to her page so that you can send her messages, so that you can start ordering from her. Because I'm telling you, you will not regret it. You won't regret it. So once again, I thank you all. Tune in next week. I have Miss Louise Smith. She's an organic, natural. We're gonna everything natural. Everything. I mean, like the whole. I need that conversation with her because everything I eat is wrong. Everything I eat is wrong. So
I'm scared to watch it, but I need to.
So and it's gonna be funny because Louise is hilarious. So that's next Thursday, you guys, at 7 p.m. So tune in, tell a friend, tell a friend. You can always watch this after the fact, share it with people after the fact, to get the word out so you guys can, like I said, see her work and you will be impressed. So you guys have a wonderful night.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in.
All right. Good night, you guys.